Today, we're going to talk about the truth, and this is one of the important topics to understand. What is truth, and how we're going to navigate to truth. So, navigating to truth is not that easy, and once you navigate to truth, you're enlightened. The only reason that's distancing us from awakening is not being in the truth. I'm going to explain you about the truth. What is truth? And I'm going to explain you how hard it's or it will be for you to align with the truth. Um, so truth is pretty simple. Truth is nothing but exactly what you see. The dimension or the things that you are surrounded with, that is the ultimate truth. Which means that right now, this is my truth, which means that I'm talking to you, um, and this video, this environment, the walls around, whatever I'm surrounded with, that is the truth. If I go out of this, then I'm imagining or I'm out of my own reality. The truth is pretty simple. Truth is nothing but here and now. And when you say here and now, whatever I'm surrounded with, that's my truth. The objects that I'm surrounded with, universe has given me or connected me with that truth or with that dimension of aligning myself with that environment, with anything like the air that I breathe. I should be in the truth in that moment. The air that I breathe, or whatever it is, the walls that I'm surrounded with, I should be totally 100% in that moment. That is nothing but truth. Now, this is pretty easy to say, but going and aligning into truth takes lots and lots of practice of meditation or lots of evolution in human mind or an individual mind to be in here and now. And you have to go against your religion, you have to go against your parents, you have to go against what society has taught you. You have to go against everything that has been projected into your mind, where you empty everything and then you just be. You just be. Now this is easy to say, but it takes a lot of practice. And the truth is always here and now. The truth is your surrounding. The truth is the present moment. The truth is what you see around. Now you always get into trouble once you start to think about past things that happen or the future things that happen. By this time, I think most of the people know about this. But the reason I'm doing this video is because I had a chat with my cousin yesterday, and he doesn't understand all this. He's a family-oriented guy. He has a kid, and we have a lot of relatives back home. So he wants the relatives all the time around him. So he calls everyone, right? But at the same time, I see a lot of suffering. The suffering is nothing but responsibility that he has, and he also thinks about what's going on with others' life, the pain, or like somebody is going through some pain. He takes that in. Now, see, the reality is, I'm not saying not to take the pain or not to be in love, but the thing is, like, love anyone when they are right in front of you. That's the reality of it. Like, so a person who understand the truth, he's going to spend the whole moment or his entire energy into that environment itself, which means that if this environment at this point it brings me my friend, I'm going to give my whole heart, or I'm going to be in the moment with that friend totally. That's what you need to understand. Now, as I am talking to my friend, is something happening somewhere back home to someone, and I'm thinking about it. I'm out of the moment. Now, this is very hard to do, because once you understand the truth, then only you can be in here and now. Once you are in here and now, nothing can take you away from the moment. And that's what I was explaining him, and then you won't get it, because most of the people won't get it, because whenever I'm talking about here and now, he's talking about how can't you feel the pain of other person, or how can you be like that? How can you be emotionless? Or it's not the point of not being emotionless or not being in love with the other person. I love everything. I love, like, the thing is, you have to love each and every object that is surrounded, because like, let's say if I have to travel from here to India, right? Each and every object that from the breath that I take, from the steps that I move, like the earth, the plane, my suitcase, my passport, are each and every object have to support me so that I can reach there. So can I connect to my mom or dad or my relatives or my friends. So the connection, you're not just connecting just like that. You are connecting through each and every object. So it's pretty important for us to pay respect for everything that is surrounding us at this moment. And this is pretty hard for me. See, I have different level of, I don't know what you call it, different level of thoughts, or the raising up of thoughts in my own individual self, right? Now, if I am thinking at certain level or certain frequency, that's the right way to put it. At certain frequency, this thinking won't sink in, because your logical mind, or the frequency of that logical mind, will always tell you, what are you talking about? Everything is separate. I'm an individual. I have my own identity. I have this name. I have this body. I'm separate from everything. So that's one type of frequency that is informing your whole system, saying that you're separate individual, and you have your own mom, you have your own brother, you have your own siblings, you have your own friend, and this is my group, this is my religion, and this is my whole thing. I have to fight for them. My only concern is towards them. Okay, that's one frequency that you are dwelling in. Okay, now once you raise your frequency to a different level, what happens is, now the universal laws, or the universe actually is speaking to you at a different frequency, where it not only says, you will feel like, yeah, everything is connected, like everything is equally important as your mom and dad. Now the thing is, once you're at a lower frequency, it's hard to understand this. And even me, like sometimes I jump to this higher frequency, sometimes I'm at the lower frequency. But the thing is, my higher frequency is I'm always connecting to my higher frequency all the time, because I'm into all this. I meditate, or I mean, how to say, I only meditate whenever meditation comes to me. But I am in this meditation, or in the now, and my frequency is slowly jumping towards here and now. And my thinking process, my system, everything changes when I'm in that frequency. You see, even though my lower frequency tries to dominate, my higher frequency is very stable, right? Now, one more thing I want to say is like once you develop that higher frequency, or what I want to say, actually, I want to say till you develop that higher frequency, because this lower frequency is going to dominate you because you've been programmed with you understand this, you've been programmed and your frequency level hits at certain point. There is a logic, there is identification given to each and everything, and your flow stops there, right? Now let's talk about simple thing. Who am I, right? Now who am I? When I ask someone, who are you or who am I? You're going to say your name, and you're going to say your profession, and you're going to say you're from here. And that's it. You're done, right? Like, it's for easing your mind, right? Now there is the who am I question. Who are you actually? Like, that's a very deep question. Now this deep question can be taken away or killed at certain frequency. You don't think much. I am this. I have an identity. I have a profession. I'm from this location, and that's it. It just stops there. Now, once you think deep, who am I? This body is not mine. Now you need to get there. The frequency is telling you a certain frequency, or certain person is telling you, or certain person is passing message. Right now, I'm telling to you, right? Like it should hit that frequency. Then only you will understand it. Now, when you are working on who am I, it's, oh my God, it's not easiest thing to do. Like you have to go, you have to see, okay, right? I feel my body right now, but it doesn't mean I feel it all the time. And everybody is dying, and everybody, you have to leave your body, but the body is not yours. You see, now thinking mind, like, the mind, like, once you meditate, you understand that the thoughts coming in, where are these thoughts coming from? It's been programmed, and you need to let it go. And when you let it go, there's a gap. And when there's a gap, you understand that, okay, there's a silence within you. You're born with silence. Okay, now what silence is? Where am I? Who is watching this, all the silence? So there is this energy within you which is just watching everything. You're a watcher, right? Now you have to deprogram. It's not like somebody is telling you that. You have to meditate. You have to really see, does this make sense? Are you just an energy? If somebody will say you're an energy, you are Atma, or people will say different things, but you have to experience it to understand who you really are. This is a very deep question. Now the thing is, like, you have to hit that frequency, and once you dwell in that frequency will give you the answer. Now, once you come to lower frequency, again you are an identity. Again you are a name, you are a body, you are from this place. You have to play this game. That's okay, but you need to understand who are you. You see, I don't know. I'm just going here and there, but the whole point is, for you to understand the truth. You have to go against everything that has been told to you. You have to go against your society. You have to go against your religion. You have to go against physics, maths, everything that has been taught to you. You have to question everything. And once you question everything, then there is certain frequency which rises within you, and then you deprogram or you let go. It's a simple technique of letting go, and then you come into an existence of being with one with everything, rather than being separated. Once you say, this is my friends, this is my body, this is my mom, you're separating yourself. Your consciousness is so vast that it connects with everything. It connects with each particle in this universe. And you are the whole universe. And once you understand this, it doesn't matter. The tensions, anxiety, everything, fear, everything comes from limiting yourself, or your frequency telling you, um, stopping you from being one with the whole universe, because you're limiting yourself. And once you limit yourself, that's when you're away from the truth. And once you're away from the truth, um, then thinking starts, and thinking leads to ripple effect. And then, from there, you are goal oriented, you're running, chasing, or you have emotions, or you have anxiety. It's pretty important to understand. So where I'm at right now is like, I hit that frequency often, but I was talking to my cousin yesterday for like 2 to 3 hours, right? So I just um, was talking, but he's talking at the frequency that he's in, right? Now he's pulling me to that frequency. And the thing is, for me, because I spend so much time with him, the thing with your cousin and your close ones are like, um, it's just hard for me to explain him the things. It's just because he's seeing, because see, see, here's the thing: you're going against every rule, every policy to hit that frequency. You are going against everything. uh, and so one of my thing is like, I've been single. It doesn't mean that I haven't dated, like I've been dating a lot, but I've come through all of that. I come through my sexual energy. Now, I cannot explain this frequency levels to people who are married and having kids, right? I cannot explain and make them understand like the brahmacharya. I mean, like I'm not a brahmachari because I've dated, but right now I'm in a brahmacharya on a real level. I don't know whether you know about brahmacharya, but on a real, authentic, conscious level, there's a brahmacharya within me. But there is certain frequency within me which also pokes this sexual desires at some point in my dreams. Sometimes when I see things, it happens. The things that you accumulate within your body and system, it just doesn't go away just like that. But I freed myself 90%, 95%, where nothing, like, only when those desires are there within your system on a larger percentage, that's when it affects you. But once you remove it, once you take it off, those things doesn't affect you. You see what I'm saying? But these things, how can I explain a person who is at a very who is at a frequency, who cannot understand what I'm saying? It's pretty hard. And the thing was like, I was talking to him for 3 hours. He was in. I understand people are in pain. Like, I understand all of that, but he also thinks I'm in pain because I'm just by myself. But I made him understand that's not the case. I am in the movement. I am happy, But he doesn't get it. How can you be happy just being by yourself? That's his question. That's why I'm making this video, so you to understand everybody is not at the same frequency. Everybody is existing at a different frequency, and it's just that every individual is different, and every information that you receive is different, and the frequency levels that we are channeling is different. So it's hard to make someone at certain frequency understand what you're experiencing and what the way you feel, right? Now, like, I was also talking about Buddha, right? So Buddha, all of a sudden, he left his wife, kids, father, kingdom, everything, right? I'm not saying this is right, wrong, or what. He just left everything. What happened to him? There's a certain frequency which clicked inside Buddha, which said, this is not the truth. This is not the reality. You need to find who you are. Who am I? You need to find that. He just left everything just to find who is he. You see, that's a deep question. At that moment when Buddha was searching this, there's no information, there's no real information about this. So he had to go really raw, right? At this present age, we have information. The information is passed on, and we are all connected through phone. And if we use it in the right way, we can enlighten ourselves. See, so all these great masters, you can listen to them. You can understand their perspective. Now the thing is, like, you are different. Every individual is different. That's the beauty of this universe. Every individual, everything is has its own behavior. It has its own self. You need to find that. You cannot copy Buddha. You cannot copy any of the masters. You can understand what they are saying, and you have to put your own efforts. Like like you don't have to put a lot of effort like Buddha or the masters at that point of time, but you have to put the effort as much as you can in this modern age. You see, you can see, the thing is, you don't have to go to a jungle. You can make this. You can take a room apartment, right? And the thing is, you need to have also money, right, to maintain that apartment, right? Money comes into play, but you can balance it out, and you can make your apartment as a guha or a cave, and then you keep meditating. This is your cave, and you meditate. You don't entertain anything else. You just meditate. You understand the truth. You raise your frequency. You see, this is a modern way of thinking, and once you raise your frequency, it's all about raising your frequency and evolving yourself spiritually. That's all about it. And the way you do it, you need silence, you need peace, and once you have peace, the peace ripples up, and your frequency higher up, and you know deeper things. And at the end of the day, you will be one with everything. That's about it. And yeah, that's what I want to say. Hopefully this video helps you. Thank you, and have a blessed day.